It would have been cool if they did it like some of those really old games where if you clicked on like the door it opens, or you clicked on one of the porch things it lifted and there was like a bug or something below it or something. We're gonna do Fat Man. Ooh! Hello guys! Sorry, I just had lunch and I ate too much. Okay, so exploration time 10 seconds. Let's give it a go. Hopefully we don't... Okay, we're definitely gonna fail miserably, but that's okay. Okay. Run, 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 run! Chuck in! Good stuff. Okay. Grab the board game. Timmy. Padlock. In there. Make it. Water. Food. And we're running out of time. Go down there. There's my wife. Woman. Water. Radio. We need that. Boy Scouts! Okay, got all our people. We need a Boy Scouts book. That. Okay. And this way. Our gun. And there's... Nope! Sherbet. Food. Food. Run, 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 no. Okay, we made it. Well, I think we did better than last time. I hope. And we collected stuff because we actually got the radio, we got the med kit, we didn't get the gas mask. Lovely. Okay. Oh, we didn't get the map. But we got the padlock. Great. All of us made it into the shelter. We vaguely remember stashing some things. We got playing cards. Cool. Plenty of water. And we'll give everyone a starting point. We decided to have some fun today and play a game or two. Our first one was picking the game we are going to play. This took us most of the day and we still haven't made up our minds. But we've only got two, I mean, take turns. Dolores just looks very upset. We thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence was too annoying, so we quickly stopped. Impressive how well Mary Jane is handling. Can we go? Nope, you guys had. Can we go? Yes, we can. Okay, we'll send Timmy out. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we will keep our peace, or else we might need to act like wolves. Survival of the fittest and all. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with shelter life, but we can't lose hope. It's impressive despite the dire circumstances, and they're all fine. Okay, no. Let's see, we're gonna send Timmy out. Timmy with... Would it actually be useful to send him out of the Boy Scout book? Because he's like staring at it. Okay, we'll try it. Although I'm very sad to depart of the book because it's very helpful with cockroaches and stuff. Gee, buddy, it's like day 3. Oh, day 4. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking. Timmy went outside. Water for everybody except Timmy. There has been some radio chatter about airdrops from the military. It's about time. We don't have a gas mask. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protections, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. It's impressive. She's fine, it's fine, it's fine. They're all fine. Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going right. We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. You guys are still fine. Let's just give everyone some food and water. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon... No, there's bigger issues than sleep deprivation. Or not. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, they're all really tired. We all ate yesterday. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarter doesn't help. We were chatting and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Come on, Timmy. Still not. Oh dear. This isn't going well. We can't stop arguing. But for how long? It's always better. Okay, we'll give them some food and water. Our favorite radio station stopped broadcasting. When we tried other frequencies, we found nothing but static. Are all the stations gone? Maybe we should tinker with our radio to increase its range. No, I don't think so. We're sure they are experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock on the door broke. No, I'm sorry, I can't today. Timmy! He's got chicken pox or something. Lovely. We could tell our guests were not thrilled with our refusal. Their tired eyes alone were enough to understand how much they needed those supplies. I'm sorry! They did not beg, but simply turned around and left in an unknown direction. Maybe they will have more luck elsewhere. Maybe. We were so afraid for Timmy. Okay, he came back. He brought our Boy Scouts book. He went to the metro station. Wasn't exactly abandoned. Its inhabitants by a group that uses bullets as currency. They were armed and not overly friendly, but they're not bandits either. They allowed us to take a look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could with their murky liquid. What a treat. Lovely. You're all gonna get really sick. Near the metro entrance, we discovered a tomato soup vending machine. Of course, we left most of our change in another pair of trousers, but we took whatever we could. The metro station traders took a special liking to our clothing. We were always proud of our dress sense, but in our opinion, during the apocalypse, you never say no to a package of fresh ammunition. Also, you can probably manage just fine without your undergarments, so we quickly came to an agreement. We got some bullets. The group living at the station had thrown a bunch of suitcases, backpacks and bags to form a big pile and called it a barricade. We carefully took out a particularly nice looking suitcase. It was quite tricky and we came close to collapsing that house of cards, but thankfully we did not ruin the whole thing. They don't need anything. Timmy needs water and food and a medkit, and that's why you keep the medkit. Yes. We were about to go to sleep when we heard scratching coming from the door. At first it sounded like an angry rat trying to eat the damn thing. We soon discovered it was something much worse. Someone was on the other side of the door trying to pry it open. We need to act. Padlock. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they have gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlocks is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. Yeah, lovely. Food and water for everybody. you're gonna go outside with... Yeah. Timmy should eat something. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Nothing new is troubling it. Timmy needs to eat. Dolores has weird skin problems. No, she's got cheekbones sticking out. It's very difficult to prepare for unforeseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make it a lot of sense. We can't say we were prepared for what happened. What happened? Ah, Dolores is fine now. Okay, Timmy needs another food and maybe him, and they all could use some water. The raider camp on our street has been especially maddening lately. They're acting like real savages. We won't stand for that. Somebody should show them that the innocent survivors of the wasteland aren't just miserable victims. And that someone should be us. Okay, let's go destroy our gun. Oh wow, okay. Well, just with the luck of things, you only use stuff once and then it's destroyed. Except the Boy Scout book. We lost our gun. We won the battle. These bandits were no match for us. We quickly overpowered them and forced them out of the camp. We are quite exhausted, but it was definitely worth it. We hope they won't bother us for a while. Like the good scout is, Timmy is making the best of the situation. Timmy is still very bony. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. Yep. Listen to the... Please just don't break the radio as well. We knew it! The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates on the radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days, and told us to await further instruction. Seriously, Timmy? This dreadful silence is becoming boring, and like every happy model family, we don't have that many things to talk about. Is there anything we can do about that? Anything at all? Oh. Radiation or something. Great. Ah! How fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning. We used to... Where's my bag? We used to go to the waterfront before all of this happened. It was a great place to enjoy time with your family and watch ships, boats and sailors. We were really excited to find one of our favorite yachts a few blocks away from our house. We found it a bit mysterious that it's moored in the middle of the crossroads. But there are plenty of reasonable explanations for that. We found a few soup cans in the yacht's cargo hold. It's one, not a few. It seems rich people like soup too. Soup is great. We love soup. Soup. Since the ocean is pretty salty, keeping a supply of drinkable water on board was a pretty reasonable precaution to take. Now it's reasonable for us to take it all with us. One of the cabins was filled with maps, binoculars, and some technical gadgets. Most of them looked useless to us, save for a map of the local area. It will definitely be useful. Damn it, we really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Ring, ring, ring! There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone. Okay, you can go outside and see what happens if we pick up the phone. Well, she came back, so that's good. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Okay, our people need to drink stuff and eat stuff. Yay! Okay. Timmy and Mary Jane are in need of some physical exercise. Letting them run outside in the wasteland seems a bit too adventurous, but they could play tag inside the shelter. It's not like we have any expensive vases or antique dishes down here to be broken. Should we let the kids play? Okay. We should have seen it coming. Mary Jane and Timmy ran around way too fast, and before we could stop them, they crashed into each other and fell to the ground, causing our supplies to fly in every possible direction. And they don't look guilty at all. They seem more cheerful. Good for them. But now someone has to clean up this mess. This isn't going well. Mary Jane is rather sick. We don't have that. We know very little of what's going on outside. Listen to the radio. We don't have food. We don't have water. Our people are not gonna make it. Ah, he's okay. Awesome. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announce. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. It's always better when things are calm. Timmy has rested. Ted is doing well. You guys can wait. Where is a ball when you need one? We are really bored and we need something to occupy ourselves with. Too many hours of counting pipe droplets is not healthy. There has to be an alternative. Well, play a game of cards. There are a few things as relaxing as cards, and we only have cards, so a game or two doesn't hurt. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Please come back, Dolores. Spider seems to be operating under the assumption that they have all the same rights to this shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. It's time we change that. We don't want any more spiders in our soup, no sir. This is going very badly and Dolores isn't coming back. Oh, we got a water bottle. We always knew books were precious. They are the perfect weapon for waging total war on insectoids of any kind. Fear will keep the local spiders in line. Fear of the Scout Handbook. While chasing them around the shelter, we found a misplaced water bottle. That was a good hunt. Yes, Timmy, you're gonna get water now. There we go. The raiders... we don't have a gun to help with that anymore, unfortunately. Going out there and provoking these brutes is the last thing we want to do. We simply don't stand a chance against them. It's harsh, but that's the truth. Compared to them, we're innocent, delicate flowers. We were glad to see Dolores come back. We used to visit our local cinema so often that we could travel there blindfolded. It wasn't that surprising when this was where our feet took us, almost without involving our brains in the process. The cinema had a strict policy of not bringing your own drinks into the movie hall. Seems like somebody broke the rules a little. We found a lot of bottles in the last row of the hall. Some were even full. Oh, we got a padlock. The only thing left of the ticket booth is the door with a padlock on it. The security here must have been questionable. Someone forgot to take the key out. Dolores. Water for everybody? There's no food. I'm sorry. We need to go on another expedition. Listen to the radio. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we've cleaned this place up. Yes, I know she could use food, but we don't have food. Oh, we don't have medicine either. We're gonna send Timmy out with his Boy Scouts. I'll let you send Timmy out just like that. Okay. In case there are another set of spiders. Mary Jane, yes, I know. We don't have food though. I'm sorry. Today an army broadcast interrupted our... let's just call it breakfast. Anyway, they seemed very eager to evacuate us away from here, but then went over several things that needed to happen before they do it. The first item on the list is up to us. We were given geographical coordinates and need to get to there to leave a sign that we're still alive. Okay, we've got a map. Ah! Poor Dolores just will never make it. Dolores bravely faced hunger. However, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information required. We left them a message in a bottle. Mary Jane's died could use yesterday's hunger. I know. We don't have food. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them all. The well-being of our family is the most important thing in the world, right? I don't know if I want to do that. No. Sorry. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We are not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values, even in these troubled times, especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave the poor people alone. I know you're both hungry. I'm sorry. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from the local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bombs fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we have stocked it for emergencies. So technically they're ours, right? Should we reclaim? Yes, we need food. Otherwise we're all gonna die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We went, got what we needed and came back. We're sure the group will do just fine, most probably. Yeah, absolutely. We don't have food. Yeah, they're all gonna die. We couldn't spare any food for Mary Jane, and eventually she reached a boiling point where her stay was enough to kill. She left without a word, but we knew she would probably become a highway woman and get all the food cans she could ever need. We won the battle, but we lost our rifle. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player, and who had probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merrymen enter, so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Maybe they'll see we're poor and give us food. These merrymen were not merry at all. They told us that we were rich and that we should share. That was stupid of me. But it's fine. We got food, we got water, and give food and water to both of them. Yes. I'm just completely horrible at this game. Let's see. You can go. And done. I'm just gonna fail super miserably at this game. We've still got the padlock at least. Going out there is bad. He's still hungry. We heard a knock on the door this morning. Well, we don't have any of these things, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open it up. It turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out now and offer other items too. Smart girls. We don't have anything. Although the girls are very brave to walk around in a wasteland like that, sadly they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we decided to decline their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. We don't have water. I'm sorry. It's difficult to keep our spirits up in the situation because he's not cute and we're gonna lose everybody. What happened? We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope to help come soon. Dad has been outside for far too long. 35 days isn't bad. I mean, still, everyone died except Timmy. Well, I mean, that was fun. I wonder if I'll actually win. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode where we try again, but on level hard, and then of course I'm gonna fail in that one as well, so it's fine, and then we'll continue on and hopefully win one of them, because the only thing I won was the tutorial. I hope you guys have a pleasant day, and feel free to check out my other videos. I've got the Walking Dead season, and then I've got sketchbook tours playlist and sketches and paintings playlist. So if you're into any sort of art, you can check that out. Otherwise, you can check out my other game that's done. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you later. Not later. Yes, well, I'm awkward. Thank you. Bye!